Hello. So I just thought I'd make another video. I'm waiting for the videos that I already made to post. So we will see if they post and if I get to post this one. And so, regardless, this feels like a transmission that should be broadcast telepathically, energetically, and such, all the suches. Um, uh, I do feel it's important to say this. So, the point of these videos, right, especially considering that we can all connect on an energetic level and in such ways, right, um, uh, is not like, it's not to be like, oh, you're getting this information from me specifically, right? It's not like, oh, I own this information. I may be doing the work to receive the information, right? I'm doing it with you guys as well. Um, Knowledge is free, right? That's the point. That's how we be, happy, self-governed, or rather sovereign beings. And so, um, the point of these videos, right? I'm sure some of you can see me clairaudient or clairvoyantly, and I didn't even think of that. I'm really not very clairvoyant myself. I'm more telepathic, more clairsentient. I'd like to be more clairvoyant, and so we'll see. But I'm sure plenty of you people see me clairvoyantly, and that's nice. If you're sitting down in meditation and you're receiving the transmission, and it would serve to do so. And yes, there will be a reformation of like the internet, the computers, the tablets, the phones that we use. They're not going to be what they were. So, but in the meantime, this is a way to like engage and incorporate certain things. There might be some of you out there that are using the fourth dimensional technology. I'm not sure, myself not being very clairvoyant, don't really get to really access that. So I try a little bit, I practice, but there are a lot of people who don't still, and I know that we want to move toward more futuristic progress. I myself would like to think that I'm at the forefront of that. And so I don't want it to seem hypocritical of myself to post these videos. I don't get money from it. I don't get many views for it, or at least, the interweb says I don't. Not to rush, but there seems to be some sort of opposition here. And so Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, 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 and such. Please. And so, the internet is supposed to be a way not to, I'll say throttle attention towards specific people, right? The internet should be a way to engage in the lives that others are living in a way that brings us joy, right? And so, it seems that's the gist of what I want to say, I myself actually didn't plan on posting many videos on the interwebs just because there has been resistance and opposition, right? And some of that has you taken me in. It seems they don't want me to sound egotistical, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with having a certain acknowledgement of things, though. And so, gracias, yes, everyone, please. And so, um, uh, uh, until such things are solidified, right, and accessible to everyone, I myself enjoy participating in the internet as it is and has been on the devices that are and have been, and I give obeisance to such. Obeisance, meaning to honor that which has come before, and especially something that is still within the process of. And so, um, good. um, uh, um, and this is at 5 minutes, and I'm not even able to load a 2-minute video when I was able to last night, if that tells you anything. And I know some people around the world have gotten the people on such services to actually help a little bit with the opposition that I'm apparently facing. And so they're glitching my screen. um, uh, um, yeah. Um, okay, I'll say this. It seems pedantic, right? Because I've said it before, right? I mean, not to slander, like demonize people, but like if I'm facing a certain opposition, uh, um, even if there's like an end goal to such, right? The point is like if I'm trying to work against the opposition, like don't get at me if I'm frustrated. So just to be a little bit human, right? Since we're calling it that. And so okay. It's upsetting to me as a person. um, uh, here I am, doing my work and stuff, right? Trying to contribute and also trying to participate. And so, um, uh, in the video that hopefully I pray, I ask, I intend and I insist that gets posted. I mentioned like a few people, right? So like the school that I was in, right? So here I am slandering, right? Nightlight astrology for ancient astrology. Although I do uh, um, have a lenience and such toward like modern and evolutionary astrology as well, right? Um, uh, uh, I communicate energetically, and we can say telepathically with my teacher, Teacher Baba Das. I was not able to finish that school because of such opposition. And so I mentioned Teal Swan in my videos, and I'm a bit disrespectful to her, but she's someone that I communicate with, and she helps me, and I help her. So I will say that. I help her with her frequencies. A lot of people do. She's upset. That's right. No, she's not. Okay. I assess them, and I analyze them, and I review them, and uh, and then I'll watch a movie or something, and I'll communicate with these people, watch a movie energetically, and so here I am with people, um, uh, uh, regardless of like who those people are, they're not here in person, you know. There are other people within the collective and around the world, and so it just happens to be relevant that I mention these people because it's a part of the work that I do, the things that I enjoy doing and engaging in, not because anyone makes me, but because I like to do it, and I think there's a reason for it, regardless of how that's come about. And so, when I sit here and I communicate with you people. Um, and I do have like company, right? I'm sometimes, but not really. And so primarily I'm alone. And so to sit here in my little energetic bubble and then not even be able to like engage or participate with the rest of you on such platforms or in person is insulting. And then you all wonder why, you know, I come across the way I do. So um, mind yourselves. Yeah. So we're at 10:24. Probably post this on the new YouTube page. Just look for Moira. Oh, actually, I do know a woman named Moira. She has it's like a German Dutch last name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she does light language too. Her videos, I watched a few of hers. So. Moira Delight, just look that up. So maybe I'll be able to post it on YouTube. I'm praying I can post this on Instagram, you know? So, uh, come together. Come together with me in all this luxurious. So, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And actually, the dissection of the vocalization of Om Shanti, or at least rather like Shanti, 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 and peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace actually has a similar vibrational resonance. So if anyone thinks there's any discordance between that, it seems to have checked out so far. Please look into it or do the work. The engagement. Do the engagement yourself if you'd like. Namaste.